delightful.
Okay, hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Red diamond.
Good. I'm thinking probably if people are on speaker, I should be able to hear. Let me
Be
put
around
this
me.
bigger.
Just a minute. Some sound is coming at my end.
I'm
I
good
don't know
looking.
where it is coming
I am
from.
gorgeous. I
Yeah, done. Yeah. So there are some sound from my end.
Yeah, I heard something too.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're gonna be on the phone.
No, I don't know. Actually, last time Ayantu suggested that it will be good if it is a WhatsApp call. So that is why I invited everybody to that group, so that so that these two people, no, from Ethiopia and Nigeria, they can interact amongst themselves. Even if I am
Right.
not there, you are not there, but they are not starting any conversation at all. Even after I introduced that Dr. Eston does this and he can help you. I spoke to Ambassador Eston as well, and he was okay. So today morning also he replied that it is okay even if it is a WhatsApp call. But he replied to me outside the group, not inside the group.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
I couldn't figure out what is the innovation, no, inside the group. Why people are not talking to each other. So maybe
Right.
their culture is a bit different, which I am not able to pick. That is why I asked you, because you know both of them. You know them well. So and another friend of mine, Sophie, the other day I tagged both of you in my post. And
Oh, I didn't. Hmm.
Sophie Pace, no? She is another friend from US. She is a utility painter. I don't much understand about what kind of art she does, but no, from any item that you will throw away, she can use that and create beautiful things, pieces out of that.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So
So
okay, and then so Yantu and the ambassador and then Margetta, are they joining by WhatsApp?
no, they I have already given them this same link. They should be
Okay,
able to join here.
good. Okay, that'll be great. Yes, and I apologize. I just don't use WhatsApp that much, and I share with people the reason why I don't, sis, is because I'm contacted by Facebook, LinkedIn, um, uh, uh, Instagram, emails, and it's just too much for me. All these ways that people can, it's just too much. And then the WhatsApp is close to my phone, and then I'm getting all these messages. I got so many stuff on my WhatsApp. I don't know what to do with it, and I know it's slowing my phone down. But you know what I mean. So I just share with people. I apologize, but I've got to have some type of space where I can just have my own space. And I take my phone in my bedroom, because if my family calls, if there's an emergency. So I just feel like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I just feel like I have no, including WhatsApp, it's like, okay, now I have no space of my own. I don't have nowhere I can go just to be my space.
Yes.
So I don't too much use the WhatsApp. So I apologize.
Yeah. So the same with me also, Dr. Anita, for some time back. But people have started using WhatsApp more than
I
Facebook and all. And
I know.
now I have 70 groups to answer to. No, everybody
Wow.
wants to be in WhatsApp. And today also
R-
somebody asked me to join in WhatsApp. So sometimes what
I
happens? I ask them to kindly send me a mail so that I don't lose. I also lose no the sense of time, what time they are calling me, and no idea.
Right.
In WhatsApp, how you are going to remember all those? So
Right.
I ask
Whew.
them to send me a mail because I check my mail, whatever mail is there,
Yeah.
the day's mail. So I'll definitely see if the invite is there. In WhatsApp, I tend to miss. I see after say 10 days or something. Yeah,
Oh,
while I'm oh yes. So but
okay.
people
Yeah,
are like
maybe I'll get used to it, but I'm just see this is all my look at this, all of this,
yes, yes.
all of this. I just it's overwhelming to me. It's like,
Yes, it
people
is.
message me and I got all these messages from there. It's like I can't I mean it's like it's too overwhelming.
So Sophie is joining.
Oh, there's Sophie. Oh,
So
cool.
let her join, and then you two people can introduce each other. And then so that will be another conversation, no, in US based friends of mine, so that they can handle that part of the space. And yes, welcome, Sophie. So very good to see you. Hi.
Hi.
And Dr. Onita on the other side also. So finally, we three have met. I
Yeah.
am very
Hi,
sure our
Sophie.
mindsets are very no resonating with each other. So yes, you are on mute, Sophie. Still on mute.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Where are you located, Doctor? I'm in West Virginia.
I'm in Michigan.
Oh, okay. I'm an Ohio girl, but I just moved down here, so we're,
Okay.
we got the same energy going. Great.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's I love that. I love your background, that picture back there.
Oh, that's a thank you. That was a sketch done by an artist friend in Indianapolis a long time ago. A pencil. It's a pencil sketch of a woman.
Oh. Oh
Yeah.
wow. That's pretty
And
cool.
thank you. And you have some interesting things going on behind you. What am I looking at?
Oh, that's a tapestry with the
Okay.
galaxy there, and then
Okay.
over there it's a screen.
Yeah.
So
Look.
I just put those two together. Yeah. Cause this is my office slash studio.
All right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm in my bed. It's my office slash studio too.
I know that's right. I know
Depending
that's
on
right.
early.
Yeah, I'd be in my bed too. This is my desktop. So I mean
Uh,
I don't have a laptop, but if I did, I sure would be in there too,
well,
chilling.
this is pretty exciting. To make all these connections just without any effort. It just keeps unfolding. Thanks to
Yeah.
I call her Nalima. What do you call her? The same, our Indian connection. Do you call her? What do you call her?
I got Sangeeta.
Sangeeta. Okay. All right. And and how and how did you two meet?
How did we meet? Thank you. Hi, Ernest. Hello there, Ambassador. How did we on a speaking platform, wasn't it, sis?
So Sophie, he is from
Yes.
Nigeria, and Dr. Anita introduced me to him
Okay.
because there is an African connection. The other day I was telling you,
Yeah.
and he will be the person who will be instrumental in getting this ahead with the help of
Wonderful.
all. The moral support for now, but later on
Okay.
we will figure out about with the various collaboration that we can bring in to them.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So this is an orphanage in Ethiopia in question. which requires support. So, but how much support can you give in an ongoing basis? It has to have some kind of sustainability of its own. So that is what I
Mm.
have proposed. So
Okay.
Mr. SN is going to help that orphanage in building a self-sustainable unit. And they are also expected into this call. And for now, you people can introduce each other and know about each other so that no, it will be interesting. Yes, go ahead, Dr. Anita. So we met um, uh, each other at another Facebook group of which we both are members. Uh, and she always liked my post. That was that, and you know that is energy. So many thousands of women are there, and
Right.
of all those women, she was the only one who repeatedly liked my post, whatever I posted there. So that is how the connection happened. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah, with
Great.
all ladies league. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how. And then I was on our beautiful sisters show, which I had such a marvelous time. That was so cool. Uh-huh. I'm sure you guys can still see me, but I'm going to send a message to Ayantu to see if
Yes.
she's joining in, okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so excuse me one moment. Let's see here.
And sir, these are two friends of mine from US who have been with me, supporting me in many things since long. Sophie is 3-4 years old friend now. We were
Mhm.
both in one of the course from Mind Valley. Mind Valley, you know.
Yeah.
Mr. SN, Ambassador Sir.
Yes,
Yes.
it's okay. It's okay. Good afternoon, good evening, good
Yes.
morning.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
How
How
you
can I see
doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's good to meet you.
Thank
What
you
do I
so
have to
much.
push to see everybody's photo at the same time?
So
What
you
do I
are
have
on
to
the
do?
you are in the mobile, Sophie.
Yes. Is that why I can't see everyone?
So you can just slide through this screen so that you can see everybody's face at once at times.
What
But
do I
slide through. Can you
slide
see?
through?
So just push.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Now I have everyone.
yeah,
Oh, the modern technology, Thank you.
Yes.
It's good to meet you, Ernest. I'm in
Thank you.
the southern part of the U.S. I'm in West Virginia. I moved
Okay.
here last July to be with my youngest son and my two grandchildren. I'm originally from the Cleveland, Ohio area, and so I'm not too far from where Anita. Did you grow up
Oh,
in Michigan, Anita?
no,
Yes, I
no.
did. I sure in
Oh, okay.
Detroit, Michigan.
In Detroit. Okay. Detroit and Cleveland have a lot in common.
Yeah, they're like sisters. Sister Ohio,
Yes.
Chicago. Those are our sister cities. And then
Yeah.
Canada is our sister country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to give her this link too. I just sent the ID. I didn't see the passcode, so it may not be a passcode, but I want to make sure I give her the actual Zoom link here too. And
Yeah.
I don't know. So have you spoken, excuse me, have you spoken, Sangeeta, have you spoken with Margetta?
Actually, I have sent him a message on WhatsApp.
I hope this is it.
But I'm not sure. There was some problem with my WhatsApp today. So
Mhm.
I have already given them message to join. Sophie has joined that group. But I'll try to call.
Yeah, I'm sending him a message.
Yes, you guys can speak to each other, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us
Okay.
about yourself, Ernest. Tell us.
Okay. My name is Ambassador Ernest Essien. I was given an ambassadorship in Arkansas Little Rock. That was due to my contribution and my tenacity in workforce development. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I still live in Nigeria, but I was selected by the Department of State, that's USA, um, in Nigeria, to represent Africa in US under workforce development. So I learned a lot. I have a privilege to travel to about, like I said, I was in California, I was in Washington, D.C., I was in Devon, then I was in Arkansas Little Rock. So I went through the different university, different workforce development programs while I was in the state. That was 2019. Then I came back to Nigeria. I co-founded McVoyle College of Art, Science, and Vocational Studies, but formerly we call it McVoyle Vocational Center.
Hi,
So
Antu. So
we went one
I'm
step
great.
ahead to start up McVoyle College of Science and Vocational Studies. So we've been in the areas of skill development. I work alongside with my wife. I'm married with 4 kids, three girls, 1 boy. And currently I have a partnership with one of the biggest university in Nigeria, is a federal university. When I say federal university, that means it's a government university. So I have a partnership with them. There was a skill center that was being abandoned for 5 years. When I say the skill center, the building was originally meant to train people on skill, but probably due to government bureaucracy or lack of funding, one way or the other, the skill center was being abandoned. But when I saw it, I felt by the help of God, we could make this place work, because a lot of youth will come in and learn and have skill. A lot of the villagers will also come in and learn and have skill. So I took up that challenge to work on the building. So far, we've gone very, very far. I was able to get water to the building, like get electricity to the building. I was able to paint the building, bring it back to life. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm in the building. I'm speaking from you from inside the, the building, from inside the office. So far, we are preparing to start, operation by ending of next month. That is just briefly. If I remember any other thing at the course of the meeting, I will chip it in.
Great. Wonderful.
Thank
Sangeeta.
you.
Oh, she's on the phone. She's on.
Yeah, I think
Would
she's
both
speaking with
of
the
you?
young too. Yeah, you're doing such wonderful work. It's really good, Ernest, to see prayerfully to see you and Ayantu and Margetta get together and collaborate. I think that would be a really fruitful and successful collaboration with you guys.
I strongly believe so too.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Doctor, for setting this all up. I appreciate you. And
Yeah, thank you.
I'm always looking forward to your post. I'm looking forward to your, it's kind of motivate me to want to do more. So
Oh, bless
thank you
your
so
heart.
much.
Thank you. I'm
So
grateful.
I
Thankful for
have
you.
invited Antu to join.
I see. Here she comes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So there are times when I always think that if I think something, if I have a dream, then that dream is going to come true somehow or other, and that those are very abstract kind of dreams. So somehow I felt that unless we go have these kind of abstract dreams without knowing the how it will work out. If we don't have those dreams, then we cannot have bigger dreams. So if you ask me why I do what I do, it is because of that. I get connected to people just haphazardly. I follow my energy. I can't say 100% of the time I follow, but whenever I listen to my energy and I follow, then it leads me to somewhere where I can contribute. Why I am here on this earth, I need to find that out, right? Each of us. So I don't yet know, but I know one thing, that I can contribute somewhere I don't yet know. So I have to try out many things, many connections. Whether I get benefited from that directly, I'm not sure. But indirectly, for sure, always, every time, each of us get benefited indirectly. We can't ever figure out how we get benefited in this world, even today. Nobody knows. We cannot figure out that. So we have to do our bit. That is what the African says, that we can only do our bit. That is in different forms. Every religion, every culture says, but we have forgotten that, no, that particular value. So that is why I do what I do. So I'm connecting people, no, so that somewhere one thing gets worked out, then everything will start getting worked out. So that is the idea. Let us see.
My Indian sister, I really want to thank you for your patience. One of the things I've really picked in my conversation or in my connecting with you is the level of your patience. And to me, that is very, very impressive. I know at the point I was finding it difficult to see your mail in my phone, and later, you know, you were still patient, keep sending me mail just to make sure that I connect with you and text messages and all of that. So I'm really, really, really grateful for that. And I've learned to be extremely patient. You're extremely patient. You're not just patient. So thank you so much.
So
before we continue, I would just like to acknowledge Ayantu. She's on the line. She's been on the line for a minute. Ayantu, can you hear us?
Yes, hi, Dr.
Okay,
Anita.
wonderful.
Hi, Sangeeta,
Okay, just
all
wanted
of
to-
you. How are you?
I'm doing
Miss
wonderful,
you a lot.
beautiful. How are you?
I'm okay, doing not too bad. I catch cold this week, so my voice is not that good, but I'm okay, thank God.
Okay, I know that's right. And I just received a message from Margetta. He said, okay, so he may be, if he's able with his internet connection, he may be able to join this Zoom link. So what I was just, I just wanted to acknowledge Ayantu that she's on the line. And have you two, Ayantu and Ernest, have you guys been formally introduced?
It's our first time to meet with the group anyway, but me and Sangeeta was talking, and it was really my pleasure to meet her. And I thank you for that too. You made the connection.
Yeah.
So they sound good, and then I'm looking forward to work with her.
Okay, well, let me formally and informally introduce you to Ernest. Ernest is thing, and then I don't know if this is right, Sangeeta. Maybe the two of them, while we're on the phone, on the Zoom, they can share what they do. Ayantu Ernest is one of the co-founders of an Ethiopian orphanage. I'm sure Sangeeta shared with you about it. And then Ernest Ayantu, he's doing wonderful work in Nigeria, right, Ernest?
Yes.
He's ambassador. Yeah, so maybe you guys can share some things. You know, this is what this call is for, right? Is to formally connect them together. Right, right, Sangeeta?
Yes.
There he is. Here's Margetta.
So Ayantu and Margita are both from the same institution, I think.
Yes, we are the co-founders of Abdi Gudina Charity Organization.
Okay.
Abdi Gudina is almost 5 years now since we established that, and then doing very good looking after orphans, looking after elderly and abused women. We got a lot of straight kids which we're supporting. Like we're doing really great now, and thank God to Dr. Anita as well. She's been with us and honestly supporting us in so many ways, even financially. So here we are. So hopefully looking forward. Right now we. Did you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
I'm hearing.
Yeah. So that's how we're doing right now. So we're started GoFundMe. Didn't go very far, but we're still there. And trying to support so many kids right now, like they are flooding, over flooding the numbers. So looking forward to work with you in this issue as well. Thank you.
Easy. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, Margetta, good morning, good afternoon to you. Are you able to hear me? I don't know, maybe he's frozen. Yeah, that's so maybe let me see. Maybe they can exchange. I don't know. I guess are you guys doing WhatsApp? I don't know, I guess, or emails. You guys have each other's contact information? And that
So I have put Ayantu, Margita, and Sir Eshen together in a group. Now Sophie also has
that's
joined.
right.
So four of us are there in that group, African Crusader. So there I have introduced, I have some conversation with Margita. Ayantu also must be watching. So I want Sir Ernest to respond to those those conversations somehow, whatever way you think it is okay. There in that group. But right now you need to also introduce yourself to Margita and Ayantu so that this conversation can happen in that group as well. So because can you repeat as to how? Because they have an orphanage, as they said. How to make that as self-sustainable for the timing going ahead, so that they don't have to depend too much on outsider external funds all the time. Sometimes or other it's fine, and after building a certain kind of system, people will also come forward to donate, but from the beginning, in India especially, it's very difficult to donate. It's very difficult to convey people to and ask people to donate. They will always look forward to have some kind of business plan, always. So that is what I had asked you people to bring your papers together. But right now, immediately, what can be done in the form of skill building? Because you are doing skill building at Nigeria, I am not sure whether you can bring that to Ethiopia from where they are. But yeah, your thoughts, sir.
Okay, thank you so much once again, everyone. Originally, I believe that we Africa can make Africa great. That has been my ideology, and that is part of why I'm setting up this center.
Yeah.
I'm setting this center that people from other African countries can come, learn skill, and go back to their African country and make best use of it. That is the part of the reason why I am working on this skill project, especially in the university environment, whereby we have other people from other countries that can come. I believe that there was a project that I got involved some time ago, whereby bring women together for them to produce what we call African table mat, which was made out of mat. Talking about this kind of in the hall here. So I think it's something that we could either I could the coordinator. I don't know how strong she is, or she could come to Nigeria and learn 1 or 2 skill, 3 skill, so she could go back and see how she could train his people on that. I could figure out some of the things that she could learn, or then probably it's always good for the coordinator to also be very skillful. Even I have to go to Ethiopia to set up a skill center. It's a very brilliant idea. It's a good idea, but I will also need the coordinator to be skillful. I'm skillful in 4 different areas, so I will also need the coordinator to be skillful. That is a very, very brilliant idea. I think that one of the things that we could do is to start looking inward and to start creating wealth inwardly. So that I feel that is a good idea moving forward from that. So we could discuss what I have here, what I'm setting up here. We have the fashion department, we have photography, we have ICT, we have detergent. When I talk about detergent, means I don't know how you pronounce it in India and America, but what I'm talking about, soap that you use for washing. Like you need to wash clothes, you need to. So I have that department that we're teaching people how to produce soap. I also have what we call the catering department, where we teach people how to make meal, how to make donut. Like we have the pastries, we have the continental dishes. When we talk about continental, Dr. Anita, we're talking about the kind of food you eat in America. Then we have the local dishes, where we teach them the local African food, and all of that. We produce different recipe for food and all of that. Then we have the automobile. That will be very hard for my sister in Ethiopia to learn. So I will not ask her to go to that area, but we have the automobile department whereby we teach people on how to service car, do wheel balancing, do wheel lining, and all of that. But we're still looking forward for other departments to spring up. So that is that. But then another thing that we also have the photography department. Photography is one of the skills that it has more than 100% profit also in Africa. Everybody want to snap, and all of that, and it also help for your documentation and all of that. So those are some of the areas that we are still hopefully working on. It's not as easy as what I'm saying, but with God, I believe all things are possible. So we are doing our best. So it would be a nice idea for us to connect. My original idea, I call myself the African most sought after skill developer. My original idea is to go to other African country. I have a friend in Cameroon already. They are saying, we want to donate our building. You can come to Cameroon and start up a skill center. But I have to finish this one and get it running very well. Then from there, and most important thing, I also work with a wife. My wife is very skillful too. So sometimes I could send her also to Ethiopia to you. So I think generally, I think it's a good idea. It's a good initiative, and it also is in line with my vision for Africa. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. So, what is the way forward, Ayantu, in your opinion?
Actually, it was so interesting. We have this is a group that I established in Ethiopia. It might be benefiting from what he was saying right now. We have women empowerment. So we teach them sanitary, we teach them so many different kind of way to develop actually scientific way of farming. and how to make sustainable income, like give them, if when we get money, like we have to give them some kind of chickens to use and then to make money from eggs. Eggs are expensive in Ethiopia, by the way. One egg is like a 12 birr.
Oh.
So in that way we can, yeah, add up this recipes and cooking stuff. I'm a very good cook, by the way, so it will be good for
Oh.
me too. And yeah, honestly, I'm so interested. Yeah, so I will invite you to Ethiopia so you can come over and teach our ladies there. And the same, your wife could come and join us and see what are we doing really. Seeing is believing. I'm inviting everybody. Dr. Anita's coming, so why don't you all come and see what we're doing there? You should see our orphans. They are really heartbreaking when you see them. They're really good. Women's needs to learn a lot. As you know, Africa, where, you know, I don't have to explain much. So we need the skilled people to come over. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what skills, if I may say here, what skills are you giving to the teenagers in the orphanage? Because the other day,
Oh.
Margeta was saying that few of the children, they are now teenagers. So do they have some skills so that they can give back to the orphanage when they grow up?
Yeah, actually, the one we're looking after right now is they are really good educated, and we tell them what to do, especially for girls after 12. They need to learn a lot of stuff, but they don't have the equipment. They don't have that material to use it. So we have to provide them at least, you know, to show them what to do, to tell us as a parents, like we act like a mother and father there. So they have to tell us without hiding anything, you know, we are there for them. So whatever, even we have, when there is a time when I don't have anything in my pocket to give it to them, honestly, but I have to do it.
Let me quickly,
Even though I borrow or
let me
I do
quickly
something.
ask you a question. Okay,
The
what age
skill.
are they? What age?
We
Oh, no, what
have
age?
from,
Age.
yes, I'm telling you, we have from age 5 to 16 right now. And orphans, we have even 0 age, but we don't look after them. We just support them to the parents, like whoever there, like uncles, grandparents. They're staying with them, but we still provide them something. But the age at the school is from 5 to 16 we have right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You have anything?
No, what I wanted to find out, do you have a space in the orphanage? Do you have a space, like a small space that could be set like they could set aside for like a skill center training?
We usually when we go there, it is because we gather them at the school. We use a school room, a classroom, as some meeting areas, and the staff meeting places. We use that for those kids. But for women's, as I said, we have abused women. We have like poor women or on the street. Those people, we gather them in the community. There is a community place where we can gather them, where we can teach them what, like when we do what do you call it? Like for example, for income generating activity, we use a place like that, a community. Community is cooperating with us to call those people to gather them for us.
Okay.
That
and
community.
mostly we're church people, so church is one of our main place.
Oh, can we? So, sir, he is looking for a place where that skill center can be built. Center is very essential to put some kind of equipment out there, and also there has to be some space where there is a teacher and some students sitting or doing some activity regarding that skill learning, right? So
Uh,
is there a space available like that?
Right now, as I said, it's not available, but the availability that we get is through community and church. But Dr. Anita knows something, that we are planning to build a shelter and a center for everybody. God knows where the finance come from. That's where we started like a GoFundMe and do something for them. But for now, it's in our budget and our plan in the future to build. But we have access to get the land, but they don't give us money. The government could give us a land that promised. We already got the license to work with them, but we don't have the budget right now to build it. So until we do that, until we finish the building and then have an access, we use the community and the church.
Okay, I think I was trying to wrap up and figure out what we could probably do. One of the things that I believe in Africa that we need to do in Africa is the mind changing. Here in the center here, I have a program that is called the winning mindset. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna be off for 5 minutes, but I'll be back soon. I need to put on my gen. My phone is shutting down. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be back soon.
All right.
Yeah, just give me some few seconds.
Okay. So Antu, I have a query. Like whatever resources you have, just don't put it for the building of that particular shelter, right? You can start with a makeshift one right now, just temporary shelter kind. Will that you will be do? We will be able to do a temporary kind of shelter?
You mean like a rental areas or how?
No, just suppose it is a concrete building, if it is a permanent thing. So for a temporary shelter, you have to have this camping kind of arrangement. Camps, no, camps are like temporary shelters. Temporary rooms are built, right? So it has to be a kind of say there is a big celebration in the community, then they come under that kind of temporary arrangement, no, where they just have a roof, no walls and other things. So if that also is a thing possible, then also this skill building can happen. Suppose for cooking, you are taking classes for cooking, that community area can be always used. So no need of even a temporary shelter. Suppose it is photography, completely no requirement of any shelter. One can go, a group of people can follow and learn photography, if that is so. Some of the skills do not require any house, any shelter, any place, any particular place, right? Some of the skills like detergent, as he was discussing, that will require an area because it has to be an ongoing process to be sustainable. It cannot be just 3 days in a month. It has to be every day, and every day marketing needs to be done. Every day something you sell so that you can buy the raw material, right? You are getting my point. So you have
Yes,
to,
yeah, as you say, as I mentioned it, so we can use the school, the church, and for temporary doing, like we don't really need to build right away. We don't have that budget to build anyway. The money is not there. So we can use any community or any church and in any school to do the training. It's not a problem. So we have an access to that. So thank God, like this, everybody's cooperating with us. So we have no problem with this.
that's
Okay, but
great.
I think one thing though, unless I'm mistaken, Jan, to correct me, as far as the orphanage, you guys also feed these children, right? I mean, it's like
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
if I'm hungry and I'm you know, I don't have food, I'm not going to be too much learning. You've
That's
got to
true.
feed them first
Mhm.
before you can think of any type of education. So, am I correct in saying you guys are looking for funding to feed these kids, and
Yeah,
then you can
definitely.
start to educate them?
Definitely. Yes, you're right.
I would
Yeah, we
think
feed them right
that's
now. Yeah,
foundational.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Anita, for bringing up that. Yes, we are feeding them right now. We are only able to feed them only one meal a day. That will be by shift. Those are students going to school. In the morning, they come without breakfast, stay there like until lunchtime, regardless, because we don't have that budget. So at lunchtime, the morning shift and the evening shift, they have one meal at the same time. So we really, really require the funding there and then to support those kids. By the way, our fundraising didn't go anywhere. They asked me a question. I was about to call you saying that they need a business number to be cashed out that money. And I said to them, no, you can put it to, we don't have that number. So they
What
suggested
number?
they said that it should be a business number because charity has a business number registered in Canada. I said no, it wasn't registered in Canada. This is in Africa. I don't know if the money is still there, but it's not that big money. Is
Oh
honestly
Lord.
giving me a problem. So
So is
that
it still up? Is the fundraiser still up?
I believe so. Yeah, I didn't check yesterday, but I checked the day before. It's still there, but they're still requiring to put account number in there. So
I don't know. Maybe you can ask them what account number they. I mean, I know with my foundation, the EIN and the,
mhm.
you know, we do. I mean, there's a number, but
The GST
uh,
number or tax bill or
yeah,
something. Is that
something like that, Ayanti. Yeah, I would check with them and say, okay, specifically what number, because you guys are at, you know, a nonprofit. So with that nonprofit status came a number.
yeah, but we have a
We'll
number.
talk.
That number doesn't work in North America, so they couldn't take it. I tried to put that number, I keyed in, but it's not like showing in Canada. So they said no, it has to be registered in Canada. So I said, well, we don't have that. I really don't know what to say.
No, okay, yeah, let's talk later because
We
I don't
have
want to
that.
hold
Yeah,
everybody up with that. But yeah, I want to. Yeah, we talk. That's what we had covered in that GoFundMe thing. So anyway, we'll talk about that later. Okay, try
yeah,
to
yeah.
figure that out.
So yeah. So just to bring about the GoFundMe, maybe if that one circulate among us as well, it might help us. So that's why I mentioned that.
Yeah. So the idea, Dr. Anita, is that there are various aspects to this handling this problem. Now you see.
Yeah.
So human life doesn't have just one aspect to deal. There are several aspects of a life. So one of the aspect is the food, the other aspect is the skill. No?
Yeah.
So it has to be dealt at the same time. So now, while in no, in this discussion, we came out with that problem wherein somebody was trying to give money, but we didn't have that particular system to accept money. So
Got it.
now you can figure that out. Because we did this discussion, we could figure out that particular solution. You know, problems
Yeah.
are not that big, but when we don't discuss amongst ourselves, problems do not get resolved. So that is the first step towards solving a problem. When you identify a problem, it gets resolved within five minutes or so. So this problem will be resolved, I am pretty sure, in a month time. So you will not have any problem about getting some funding about the food material or like that. But you know,
Yeah.
once there are people, there are children who are going to be teenagers, are already teenagers, and those people will be young people in a year or two. And if you don't use them to give back to the orphanage, why I say so is because that is a very beautiful model the world looks for. People who have been helped are helping back, whichever institution has helped them. You know, people accept this kind of idea very much. And these people also, these children, no, they would like to help back, but they need some skill to be able to do so. So are we
Absolutely,
in a
yeah.
position to give them those skills with which they can give back?
Yeah.
That is the second kind of problem. There will be many problems, health problem as well, further education problem as well, earning enough to give back as well as sustain themselves. That is the fourth kind of problem. Problems are many, but what can we deal with? We can deal with the very basic, whatever we can. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
will keep looking for people to bring to this. And and my request is to bring people also who can help. So at least in this, and we never know, because we have helped in our little ways to these people, we will be helped in huge ways somewhere else. We never know. But we can't no expect that help back right now. It is just the the rule of the world goes like that. The rule of the God goes like that. If you help, then only you can get help. So if all of us need some kind of help here or there or anywhere in life,
Oh,
agree with me?
absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I try to help with that organization, because I mean, at least here in the country, I'm sure Sophie can identify the Maslow hierarchy. The first thing
Yes.
is taking care of that human need of hunger,
Yes.
without,
Yes.
because there's stages. If that's not taken care of, that the next stages are not going to be fruitful or successful, because you've got to care for that. So yeah, I agree. I agree both as far as the education, providing skill and that type of tutelage. But I guess I was just speaking out to say we
Yes.
cannot
Sure. Sure.
cannot disregard, these children are hungry. That has to be addressed. That
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
to be addressed.
Yeah. So that
First
is
and
the first
foremost,
thing.
I
Yes.
would think, I don't know, Yantu, I don't know.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course. So this will be resolved by, with your help, Dr. Anita. Maybe that's the registration number or whatever is the issue, because this I keep hearing from several people also. And also I was trying to donate some money a few months back in
Mhm.
Africa to another country. I lost that money. Neither that person got that money, neither I got it back. So
See
Yeah.
that?
it has to be
That,
restored.
it looks like, as far as this particular situation, because I don't know, like with GoFundMe, it looks like there's an issue with that. It may be that the funding, as far as like with the orphanage, I don't know with in Nigeria, but in the orphanage, when I send a Yantu the money via PayPal, there's no issue, is it, a Yantu? It
Yes.
goes
No
straight
issue.
to you.
Yeah.
So it looks
GoFundMe has a
like,
problem.
right.
GoFundMe.
So it looks like to go through some type of organization, um, that looks like that might be an issue. But to I don't know how to do that, how to spread that word, because a lot of people are a little apprehensive in donating to certain organizations or whatever, because I've been taken. I'm sure a lot of people have been taken in offering funds, and that's why Yantu and Margetta, created their Facebook page to show, hey, we have a social presence. So the only thing as far as the funding, the only thing I can think is right now, you can't do it through Facebook, and now it looks like through GoFundMe, you can't do it through there. Those might be issues. But if people are willing to go through PayPal, then that is a viable and successful source in ways in sending money to the orphanage. That's just a thought.
Yeah, I was talking to Mr. Margeta yesterday, actually, saying that, you know what, I mentioned to you last time, you remember, one time I started GoFunding and then I donated without knowing, and then they took the money, so all the money was gone, and they said, no, you guys are fundraiser, you cannot donate, so sorry, the money is gone, you cannot get it. So this is the second time now they're telling.
Okay, let me change over.
So they're telling me, like, saying that right now you cannot put in personal account or unless you have the business registration number. So I was talking to Mr. Margeta saying that maybe I'll ask Dr. Anita if the money goes to her business. So maybe we can get it from there through the PayPal. That's the easiest way, as you mentioned that. So maybe
I'll have to speak with you on another note on that, Ayantu, as far as bringing in my organization. So we need to move on from that.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. We discussed that together. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the first action points are defined. So you two will be speaking, and Ayantu will get in touch with Ernest sir, right? And yeah, and we can't see you, sir.
No.
So that is the second, and third is we'll figure out, we'll get in touch, like say we know each other, and we'll have the brainstorming is the greatest asset that I look forward to. What can we do next? How can we connect with other resources, or how, what way, what is the way forward for this kind of situation, because we are introduced to this situation. Otherwise also in US, Dr. Anita and Sophie can get together, get in touch, and also because Sophie already has joined that WhatsApp group. So I think Dr. Anita can also join, or if you people can figure out how to get connected with each other, because both of you seem to be very particular about art. So if Sophie can introduce her ideas of art and painting that she does, whatever she does something very marvelous and very unique, I should say. So Sophie, can you please explain? Not many people will know about that, I am pretty sure. Please do explain.
Okay, surely. Nalima always talks, or Sangeeta always talks about dreams, and I was able to come to West Virginia and create a space. It's about gathering, it's about connecting. I have offered this building that I'm rehabbing. It's a space on the side of our garage here, and May 3rd it's going to be opening for visitors, and it's a no charge place where people can come, and if they don't have a studio space or a place to practice their instrument or whatever, they can come and do it here several days a week. And then on Friday nights, we're going to have some time available for discussion. So it's all about connecting. And my intention in doing it no charge was because sometimes I have a hard time putting prices on things, and I don't have to charge people to do this because I originally wanted to do it in my home. And if you came to my home, I certainly wouldn't charge you to sit and do something creative. I've been an artist for as long as I can remember, behind everything else I did, although it was in the forefront much of the time. I worked for Ford Motor. I was in real estate leasing in Cleveland in the inner city. Most of my customers there were people on Section 8, so people who needed help. And I guess this is my way of giving back. The space I'm using belongs to a farmhouse that my son owns, not a farm with animals and that kind of stuff. Just West Virginia is this area is very rural. And so there are a lot of houses that have space around them, and we're fortunate that we have some space. So I've been listening this morning because I wanted to get a sense of what you are all creating together and how I can be involved in it. But I do believe that peace and the things that we're trying to create have to start with full stomachs, like Anita said. Food, clothing, and shelter. I mean, we've heard that one forever. And I've been helped along the way, and I think we all have, and that's why we're eager to give back. So my project is after this, I'll probably be out there painting some more walls, but um, you know, we create every moment with everything that we do, and I can tell there's a lot of faith behind this group, and their belief that that their dreams will happen. Timing, I think, is everything. It surely has been for me. If I try to rush something, I've learned it's like pushing a noodle uphill. So I am a much calmer manifester than I used to be. But I'm very interested in everything that you're doing, and I will find my niche for you. And Anita, you and I can talk a lot more, like Sangeeta said, and swap more information uh, other than through this group. I'm certainly open to doing that. Yeah, but
We can exchange phone numbers.
it's good to hear what all you are doing, and it sounds very familiar in what people need. So thanks for the floor for a few minutes. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. So that is very important for this group to move ahead. The conversation between Sophie and Dr. Anita. That is very, very important. Please remember that, because your brainstorming and whatever ideas you come up with, it will take this group forward in doing more across the world, not only in Africa, but other places as well. But we need to succeed here. We need to have these children have food, their hunger satisfied, and get that significance to give back at a particular stage. So yes, we all come from very different background. I should admit that, but that is how, and because of that, we can get ahead, and it is just the starting point. We can talk more, bring out every day. Like just now, one problem got resolved. That is a very important achievement for me, uh, on behalf of all this group. And yes, and we will talk more, because I have dedicated one this Saturday, 7 to whatever time we have now, 7 to 8 at least, to this African group, this African Crusade. So we will take it forward, take it further. Every Saturday at 7, we'll be meeting to discuss more ideas to sustain this orphanage in our own way. So you all will come up with more ideas, and we will work on that. And also please delegate each other some task to be done by next week when we meet. We should say that we have done this. That way only we each can contribute to this cause. This is one of the cause, I believe. There are many we can contribute to. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, on that note, you know, I have to be honest. I don't know if I can come on this phone call every Saturday at 9:30. It was my thought that I was coming on to introduce the three of these people. I can do what I can, because I share with you, Sangeeta, what's going on in in my life right now. I'm donating a lot of my time to rare disease scleroderma. My daughter has just been diagnosed with a rare disease, so my time is being devoted to that cause. So
Yeah.
I will do what I can, but I cannot commit that I will be here every Saturday, as I shared with you, Sangeeta, before we came on this call. But I will do. Yantu knows that I'll do what I can. I believe Ernest knows that I'll do what I can. You know, my thing is what I'm trying to do is set up people as far as like the funding for the orphanage, and then Ernest with his remarkable works that he's doing as well. But that's, and I'm just being honest with everyone. That's the extent of what I can do. So I pray and trust that is enough, and you know, we go from there.
Yes, whatever each of us can do is definitely enough for that time being. So not to worry, all the best to each of us, and let us do one task at a time, Dr. Anita, because we
Yes.
can't do everything, no? Whatever we think also, okay, this is the entire task. We cannot do everything. Whatever we can, we should. But what I am saying is, this time is dedicated for that. We may come, whoever can, and we can discuss this. And also, because you are very active on Facebook, that group, that peace making group also, we can each contribute to that in terms of some, if you can tag each of us in that. So we can create some movement, you know, some ripple effect, not very
Absolutely.
connected to this particular cause, but ripple effects are, as I said, those are abstract things which we need to be engaged in, um, so that we can create that effect. Yeah. So
Absolutely. That's
yes. So
absolutely.
let us meet next Saturday. Sophie will be speaking sometime, and also Dr. Anita few times, and all others are in the group, so we can talk to each other from time to time. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your time. And
Okay.
yes, see you.
And
See you.
oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And I just
Bye.
wanted to know, so Ayantu and Ernest, you guys have connected? I mean, I still don't know if you guys have connected. You
Is
Uh,
Ernest back? I thought he said he's coming back, but I haven't seen
Yes,
him.
he is
yes,
Yeah,
here.
yes.
he's there. There he is.
Oh,
But I
okay.
mean, did you guys exchange contact information? And I mean, so you guys can talk about growing your organizations and stuff. I mean, have you guys?
Yeah, yeah. I think we're going to do that after this meeting. We're going to do that. We're going to connect so we can start discussing. I was also trying to add some suggestion to moving forward. My suggestion is I think we probably have to also create another WhatsApp group, which I look
Yeah.
at it as an impact assessment WhatsApp group. Now, what I'm looking at impact assessment WhatsApp group is that my sister from India, we will learn to assess people impact. From example, my sister from Ethiopia, right?
True.
Ethiopia, okay. My sister from Ethiopia, we could look at what you're doing. You could mini videos, mini pictures of what you're doing. So we have impact assessment to what you're doing.
Okay.
Now, I also can drop my impact assessment. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. This is what we could do, and all of that. Then I also wanted to add to Dr. Anita. I understand that your child, your daughter has. So we could also probably, it's not we meet. We could schedule meetings that we can all meet at our convenient time. If Saturday is not too good for you, but one of the things I think that my sister from India want to see action, want to see things, and if she believes that if we discuss more, things can happen. Then adding up to my last conversation now, one of the things that I've identified that we need in Africa is also mind changing. We have to, I have a program called the Winning Mindset, because sometimes I've done training whereby we gave people startup pack and they sold it, So, and I have to figure out a way of stopping that. So one of the ways I figured out of stopping that was I started doing what we call winning mindset, changing their mind, changing their orientation, making them know that with this thing you can succeed. You don't need to sell it and finish up the money today. I think that's one of the things that you also can look at. My sister from Ethiopia, the winning mindset. Some of these people, they are skillful, but they don't believe in patience. They don't want to be patient to follow through the process. Some people want fast money, fast money, fast money. No, I don't believe that. I believe that you have to follow through process. Then for the art painting, I feel you could also teach the young people painting especially in the orphanage. It's something that you could get a young artist or somebody that is very good. Some of those paintings can be sold internationally. So I think those are other things that we can, some of those paintings can be sold internationally. So I want us to start thinking in this manner. Over here, I will see what I could do. In short, as she was talking, I was also looking at how can we create where I have enough space in this building. I have a lot of big space with me, So I was looking at how can we create where painters can come, do some paint works, and we could share ideas on the paint work. I know paint work is something that we can sell to generate income. So that is what I also wanted to add. Thank you so much, everybody. And as we keep talking, I think more ideas and more clarity will come to our vision and our dreams in the mighty name of God.
Amen. Great.
That's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. So, should we conclude the meeting for today? And we will take some action in the meantime and come to the session next Saturday at 7 p.m. India time. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
God
Blessings
bless.
and love, everybody. Okay.
Bye.
Are you available? Let's do a chat. I'll call you on
Yes.
Facebook. Okay.
All right.
Bye,
Yeah, call me.
everybody.
Take care.
Bye-bye.